Let's go. Shout out the mountain and fish. I got Iggy and Woods doing right for the culture. If you just here for the views and the likes and just put out no mic, you a vulture. They let me down, but the raps did it. They let me down, but the switch did it. They let me down, but the raps did it. They let me down, but the...
This is your boy Iggy.
It's your boy Woods.
You are now tuned into another episode of Hip Hop Who's Podcast. Guys, we want to keep thanking you guys for supporting us.
Yes.
Listen, we do it for you guys, man. So, you know, what you guys can do to support us. Guys, when you guys watch this video, watch the full-length video. Click it, share it, turn those notifications on. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend, man.
You know,
Come on.
that's how you're going to support me in the Woods. You know, we're putting in this work for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Trying to show the city love. So, you know, appreciate all the love and support. Shout out Title League, man, for sure. Distant Cousins, let's get it.
Do it. Let's do it,
Yes.
man. Let's do it. Let's do it, man.
Sirski. Let's get into it, man. Oh, obviously, you know, go check out the website, www.hhhoops.com.
Right.
Check out the website, you know, fly smirch. My man got the hat on.
Yeah.
It's all there. Support us. Let's get into it. We got so much to talk about, man. I'm excited for today's show because we got a lot of Canadian hoops to talk about. But first, we're going to talk about some NBA stuff.
Yes.
Let's talk about Joel Embiid. There's been some rumors. They shut him down. They shut him down this year for the rest of the year. Whatever. I thought he was shut down already anyways. But they shut him down for the rest of the season. And there's been some rumors going on that the most likely destination to land Joel Embiid is the Toronto Raptors. What is your thoughts? Would you want to see that happen? And if so, what would we have to give up to get somebody like Joel Embiid?
Would I want to see that happen? No. If I had to give up Pirtle, absolutely not.
Yo, stop.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Stop.
Real talk.
Come on, stop
Real
playing.
talk.
Stop
I
playing
mean,
games.
like I said,
if they said
like
give
I
up
said,
Pirtle, and that's it?
give up Pirtle for Embiid? Hell no.
1-to-1.
Hell no. I just don't trust. I don't trust Embiid's availability, man. At the end of the day, but if any organization in the NBA could fix him, yes, it'll be the Raptors.
That's what I'm saying.
We have the track record. You understand?
Beside his African brother.
I get all that. But the availability piece. He started off his whole NBA career, his basketball career, very late. So that plays a huge part. You know what I mean? Positively and negatively.
Right.
But I don't know, man. I think he cashed out, man. He got his money. Even when he was at Kansas, people used to talk about his diet. Eats a lot of junk food all that.
I seen him on sideline eating a big ass burger, some fries before the game.
So like, come
on, man.
Getting taped up. So I don't know. Maybe he can handle it. Maybe it's like a Luka. They can handle their off court issues or their off court addictions to junk food and the alcohol and the hookahs and all that.
Right.
And they can still perform at a high level. I'll give you that. But nah, man. I think what the Raptors are building slowly but surely. They're building a contender, man, and we don't need that to mess with our feng shui right now. Personally, I
agree with you. If they said Pirtle 1-for-1, obviously I'm taking that shit.
Oh my gosh, no Pirtle slander over here.
Pirtle would have left yesterday if that was the case. Like, you can go. But obviously that's not going to be the case. There's going to be a heavy price to pay. What would we have to do to get Joel Embiid? Is probably going to be too much. And what we got going on. We might as well just ride what we got.
I think we don't. Hey, BI's not even here yet.
BI's not even here.
You know
what
I mean? He's going through that fountain of youth that we provided for Kawhi Leonard. He's going through that right now. So I feel sorry for the league when he gets here.
Yeah, I would say not to do it. I'm okay with that. Kevin Durant. Oh my God, he's been in the news. Him and the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
They've come to a mutual agreement at the end of the season to part ways, and they plan on trading him to a contender.
Right.
What is your thoughts on this?
I mean,
and where would you see what would be the perfect destination for you? Where would you want to see Kevin Durant play?
My thoughts on one is just for legacy purposes. You know what I mean? I know KD's a hooper, and that's all he wants to do is just hoop. He made that crystal clear. But for legacy purposes, it's another chink or another crack in the armor. That's what, 4 teams? 5 teams?
OKC, Golden State, Brooklyn. This would be his 5th team.
This will be his 5th team in his career. Kendrick Perkins is looking like a prophet right now, saying he's not a leader. You know what I mean, and all that good stuff. But leadership, being a leader and a Grim Reaper type hooper, two separate entities.
Because they're 28 and 33 right now.
Right.
They're 11th in the West right now. So
right.
Last year they had a 49. The Suns were 49 and 49 and 33.
Mm-hmm.
The year before that was 45 and 37. The year before that, in 2022, 2021, they were 64 and 18, man. They went to the Western Conference Finals. They were first in the West. I believe that was there they went to the finals, right? And they lost to Milwaukee.
Right.
Right. So they had for the last.
But he wasn't there when they lost to Milwaukee though.
No, he wasn't there.
No, he wasn't. Chris Paul was there.
Yes, but they've had a great record from 2021. For the last 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 years prior before you got there, they had a winning record.
Booker needs to be the man and build around Booker.
And now they're 22. They're 28 and 33. They're 11th in the West. Last year they were 6th in the West. Before that, 4th, 1st, 2nd, 10th. That's 2019. So I love KD, but it seems like, bro, the Suns were doing well before you got there,
right?
And now he's there, and it just seems like they just hoop out there. It doesn't seem like they have any offense.
Your turn, my turn.
Yeah, your turn, my turn.
They try to bring in a point guard with Tyus. What's his name?
Tyus Jones.
And Tyus Jones looks like he's just disgusted with all of them. Like
he want to get out of there. It doesn't look good. They're not defending.
Right? They're not even using. I don't know why they're not utilizing Bol.
Yeah, Bol needs to play. And I've been saying that a long time ago. He should have been able to play.
Right.
He's a talent, and he could block shots, and he can score. I'm just confused on that.
KD is a basketball savant at the end of the day that needs to play beautiful basketball. It worked. A system like Golden State works for him perfectly. I don't know any other systems. Maybe the Raptors, they have the ball movement, player movement type of play, type of system. Wherever there's ball movement, player movement, he'll be okay. He can't flourish in a system where it's your turn, my turn.
No, he doesn't like that.
So I don't think it would work in OKC. I don't think it would work. Maybe Houston. Maybe
Houston has the picks, and
right?
they said that they have the Suns pick, right?
Right.
So they have the Suns' next 3 picks, or like the next 3 years of their picks. Oh, okay.
And I personally think just the way Coach JJ Redick is moving. You know what I mean? If Lakers could make some type, even though they're in the same division, I doubt that would happen. But JJ Redick seems to be an innovator right now. He's a younger coach. He knows the game. Got to give him that. He knows he knows how to work with the players that he has. He knows his personnel. I think he could work. He could work with someone like KD. But yeah,
KD to the Lakers.
KD to the Lakers.
I would like to see KD back to OKC and they win a chip, but not having to go up so much.
I don't think Shea's style and KD's style coexist.
I think KD can fit any style.
No, he can't. No,
His
he can't.
game,
He can't.
He doesn't.
He can't deal with the ISO ball.
He doesn't like ISO ball, but the thing is, KD only needs 12, 13 shots.
Fair enough, but he doesn't.
But we don't need KD to score 30 no more. We need KD. Listen, you can hit big shots in late stages of the game. You can defend here and there. All he needs is 12 shots a game. He doesn't need the ball in his hands.
I'm not saying that.
So it'll be easier for him to adapt instead of a guy like LeBron.
So when Shea is chefing, when he's chefing up that defender and he gets to the mid range,
as long as he scores,
and KD is at the 45 or at the baseline waiting,
as long as he scores,
and he doesn't get that for 3 possessions straight.
Yeah,
that ain't his style,
Shea's
bro.
the man. Shea's the man, and as long as Shea scores, KD ain't got nothing to say about it. As long as you score, and Shea's gonna score.
All right.
So
all right.
Let us know, guys.
Do you think they would have been a better team now if they had kept Chris Paul as a leader?
Absolutely. Yes. Yep.
Absolutely.
I think I believe Phoenix Suns made a mistake when they traded Ayton and Chris Paul. It's good. It's great that you only had to give up DeAndre Ayton to get KD, right? What's his name? Not DeAndre Ayton. What's the kid? What's the Bridges? You only had to give up Bridges to get KD and some draft. He was actually a very good. He played very well. Sorry, he actually played really well in Phoenix. Sorry, yes, you were correct on that. So Cam Johnson and Bridges, but we thought they were gonna like at one point they were saying we want Booker and 1-for-1, like you know what I mean. So it's like for you to give up Bridges and Cam, that's cool. You know what I mean? We thought they were gonna have to dismantle the team, and the team wasn't gonna be any good. But they still left you with Booker, Ayton, and Chris Paul. The biggest mistake was, and I'm not a big DeAndre Ayton fan, but you went and got rid of him and went and got Nurkic. That was a bad move. Because he's lazy. He's a lazy bum. He's even more lazy than Ayton.
Well, clearly, when KD came, he probably said he can't play with Chris Paul.
They should. That's the point guard. That's the leader. What do you need?
I'm just saying. Just seeing how they kind of snapped at each other when they just played the other day.
Because Chris Paul probably said, "You bit like
I'm just
you came
saying.
and got me traded. What are you doing over there? Like you ain't doing shit over there,
right?"
And you know how Chris Paul's feisty like that. But that was the leader. If Chris Paul don't get hurt versus the Bucks, they probably win that championship.
Got hurt,
right?
Man.
Like he gets hurt all the time in crucial times.
Crucial times in the playoffs.
Like in the playoffs. So if he was I was betting on the Suns. I wanted the Suns to win against Milwaukee, just because the Suns didn't win, and I wanted the Booker. I wanted Chris Paul to win, but like I don't know. I think what he should have rolled with that just for maybe a year or for the remainder of the year when they traded for DeAndre Ayton. Right. I mean, when he went to go play, I think he should have gave DeAndre Ayton and Chris Paul a chance. Right. See what they do with it.
Facts.
See what they do with it. If they don't do nothing, okay, then the next year you go get Nurkic. But it's like Nurkic is so bad. At one point they weren't even playing the guy. I was like, is he on vacation? Right. Where is this nigga?
He's chilling.
Like he is chilling. Like they didn't play him. I'm like, he can't be that bad. That you can't even play the guy?
Right.
He's your biggest guy. He's your biggest guy, and you can't play him. You're playing friggin' Mason Plumlee, and now they finally got rid of him and got Richardson. And Richard's been playing okay. But Richard, I don't think he's that tall. Is he that tall? Is he 7 foot? Okay, he can rebound the ball. He can never rebound the ball, but he doesn't stretch the floor like Nurkic. He's not as good as a passer as Nurkic, but he's a better defender and he's just tougher. He's just tougher, bottom line. Anyways, I want to know from you guys, where would you like to see KD go? What makes the most sense in a trade? Phoenix Suns to where? Talk to us in the comments. Let us know what's going on. Anyways, let's talk about the All-Canadian Classic. Ooh. The All-Canadian Classic game is coming up. If you guys don't know, the All-Canadian game is like the Canadian McDonald's All-American game. Yeah. It's, our All-Canadian game, All-American game. So that's basically what it is. It's been going on since 2015. Man, when we talk about the amount of NBA guys that played in this game, like we're talking about lottery picks. Yeah. Yeah. You got we can go down the line. We can start from Jamal Murray, we can start Thon Maker, Shea, Justin Jackson,
Lou Dort,
Nikhil, Iggy, I can never pronounce his last name, Brzezinski. He was playing for Orlando for a little bit. Yeah. You had Lou Dort, Shimmy played in it, Mature Maker, O'Shea Brissett, Nate Darlin, Nova Scotia's finest. I think he was the first Nova Scotian to play in the league. Mm-hmm. You got Delano Banton, Andrew Nemhard. You got Oliveri Prosper, and you got Leonard Miller. These guys, like that's a lot of guys that played in the league. So this game is, it's probably
one of those games.
It's one of those games.
Yeah.
And when you don't get your name called, I understand. When guys feel away, this is the game that it's just like when you don't make the All-American game, the McDonald's All-American game. Right. You feel some type of way because you want to play in this game. Facts. And a lot of people feel like they deserve to play in this game, and some guys probably don't. But what is your so they selected the guys this year. Yeah. We can go down quickly with the roster. Sure. Not all the guys, but Spencer Aarons made it. Tristan Beckford, Jordan Charles, Matt Den, Austin Good, Rakeem Green. Who else you got there? You got Justice Hazley. Right. Who else we got here? Ofosa, obviously. Yeah. Tyrese Rathan Mays is in there.
You said Rakeem Green?
Rakeem Green made it, yes. Yeah, so what is your thoughts on the guys who made it, and what did they get this list right?
I think shout out the committee.
Yeah, shout out to the committee,
putting
man.
it together.
Yes,
I
this
think
is probably a hard job to
this
do,
is the
man.
hardest job. It's like,
You know,
it's like right under being a ref. A
Yeah.
ref
Yeah.
in the OSBA, in high school ball and prep
Right,
ball.
right.
You know what I mean? It's like right under that.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like
I wouldn't want to be on this
hell
committee.
no.
No. I wouldn't want to be on this
Hell to the
committee.
no. You know, but I feel like they got it right. I feel like the theme was really showcasing our Canadians that are not playing on Canadian soil. They're playing in the States. You know what I mean? So I see what you're doing in that.
Because there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys.
There's a lot of prep school that I never heard of. You know what I mean? That I'm not too privy because they're not homegrown. They're not here. They're not in the OSBA. They're not in these other leagues that we have showcasing prep talent. So
Bella Vista's represented really nice in this game.
oh man, they got mad people.
Yeah.
They got mad.
Shout out to Bella Vista, man.
Yeah,
for
man.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Mike George and all of you guys, it's tough. But yeah, people will be upset. You know what I mean? But just off record, not even off record, more so like we need, just like how they have the Jordan Classic, they have other showcase games that have talent. We need more of those. Or with our All Canadian Classic, they have 12 guys on each squad. Maybe got to push it to 15. You know what I mean? I'm not suggesting anything, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Add another 3 to it. You know, I feel a lot of guys got snubbed. And should there be a cap on how many times you play in it? You know what I mean? Like, can you play in it twice? Can you play in it 3 times? You know what I mean? I don't know. There's ways where you can kind of fix it up, but at the same time, it works. You know what I mean? Because when that time comes to watch these kids play, they're gonna put on a show.
Yes, yeah.
They're gonna put on a show, man.
That's
and
facts.
They're gonna put everybody on notice why they got selected, right? But there's a lot of folks that didn't get selected, and I like to call my snub team. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I got my own snub team, man. You know,
who are you putting on the snub? The guys who didn't make it.
First off,
snub team.
I'm gonna put Noah George, man.
Noah George,
you know
shout out Noah George.
He's coming from Bella Vista as well. You know what I mean? He's more like a glue guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A glue guy, impacts winning.
Yes.
Just like Miles and Jordan and Rakeem and them. Everybody, he impacts winning.
He definitely impacts winning.
You know what I mean?
For
So
sure.
It sucks that he didn't get the call up.
Tough, solid nosed defender can definitely score if needed. I seen the progression of him when he was young but till now, and he's improved so much.
He has, man.
So shout out to Noah George, man. Keep grinding.
Keep grinding. At the end of the day, man. You know, I gotta hit up, you know, JCM Prep in regards to Andre Thompson. You know what I mean? Another feisty point guard.
Right.
That gets the job done. He's a winner.
Right.
You know? My man David Bottomley, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who's at Phelps School right now in Pennsylvania. Doing his thing. I think they just won a chip.
He's tough.
He impacts winning.
Yes,
He's
sir.
a D1 guard. You know what I mean? In the right situation. Zane McFarlane. You know what I mean? I think he played in the Futures game last year, got MVP.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Didn't get selected.
Tough.
He's another tough scoring guard.
Yeah.
That can control a team, plays great defense. A solid kid. You know what I mean? And my man Tristan Darko from Williams Academy. They're still gonna give me
Tristan.
They're still gonna give me my hoodie. You feel me?
Listen, and it's all love. I love you guys.
It's
Tristan
all
is
love.
tough. He's
Tristan
tough.
is tougher than tough, man.
Yes, sir. He can play.
Jumper.
Yeah.
He's a big guard.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Can control a game. You know what I mean?
This is hard.
I'm just naming a few.
This is hard.
There's a lot more.
Yeah.
There's a lot more guards out here. I know I kind of went with just the guards. My bad. I'm a guard at heart. You feel me? But we could have sprinkled these guys if we would have extended the rosters to 15. You know what I mean? And there's way more guys. You know what I mean? But shout out to the committee. Y'all did your thing. You know, but that was my snub team. And, you know, keep grinding. Because what's my kid's name from Princeton? That's
Xavier Lee. So, perfect. He was the guy who didn't make the game.
Right.
And look at him. He's going to be an NBA player.
Definitely.
He's at Princeton. This is his second year. He is hooping. You know, I seen him go off. I think he scored like 21 versus who was it against? It was the team in Jersey, Rutgers.
Yeah.
You know, with Harper, Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey.
Yeah, that was a big game.
And won the game.
And won that.
Yes. So
you know what I mean?
Again, it's not all the end all be all if you don't make the game. Obviously, everybody wants to make the game, and I can't tell any kid not how to feel.
And that shit hurts, bro.
It hurts. It definitely hurts.
Bro.
You wanna play. You wanna play in this game again. It's just like the McDonald's All-American game. It's just as big. It's just as important.
Right.
So I would never be upset for a kid being upset for not making it.
Facts.
I wouldn't be upset if a parent feels his son or his daughter should make the game.
Real shit, man.
Listen,
I remember when my son got cut from junior academy twice.
Right.
Man, I want to fight every coach that was on that selection committee.
Listen,
you know what I mean? But it is what it is. But man. It's just extra fuel.
I do want to respect the guys from the committee.
Yeah.
This is a hard job, man.
Like I said,
look at all the players that you named.
Yeah.
They have a great case to making the game.
Facts.
And look at the guys who made it. You're like, damn, who do I take off?
Right.
So it's like,
yeah, tough.
I don't know. I don't know.
Man.
And it's a job I would not want to do and I would not want to have. But the game is going to be amazing. Nonetheless, we're going to be there in the building. I can't wait. The game is in April. I can't wait. We're gonna do our thing there. I can't wait to interact with all the guys who are there. It's gonna be special. It's gonna be in Orangeville this year again.
Shout out Orangeville, man.
Yes.
Like, y'all doing your damn thing.
Yeah,
man.
shout out Orangeville. Shout out to Jesse Tipping, all those guys, man.
Yes,
they're doing their thing. They've been doing their thing for quite some time now. So
bottom line, staple in this basketball
it's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Facts.
But I want to talk about that with just high school players. Like I want to ask you a question with this with high school players and you know, Rick Pitino, he had something where he said where he was going to be, two guards were going to be leaving his school. Right. And I guess they asked him, does he recruit? How is he going to recruit, or will he recruit high school guys to replace them? I can't remember exact correct words. Right. I'm just paraphrasing right now. And he said that he's going to go in the portal. He's not recruiting high school guys. Right. The high school players cannot produce and do what these guys did. Mm-hmm. So what is your thoughts? And I want to know, since Rick Pitino, and if you don't know Rick Pitino, come on, he's been
just won the Big East, man.
Yeah, like St. John's ain't been nothing since 2019. Like he came in there first, second year, and look what they're doing now. Facts. So, where was he? He was at, we all know he's at Kentucky.
Iona. Louisville.
So he started out Boston University. Yeah. He was 15. First year was 10-15. Then he went 7-19, and then the third year he was 21-9. 21-9. Then he went to Providence. First year 11-20. Second year 17-14. Third year 25-9. Mm-hmm. Went to Kentucky 13-19. First year. Second year 14-14. Third year 22-6. Went to Louisville. Mind you, this guy gets fired. He always gets fired and he gets a job again. This is the only man I know that keeps getting fired. He went to Louisville. First year 12-19. Second year 19-13. Third year 25-7. He wins the chip. Beats Michigan. Guys, he gets fired at Louisville, goes to Iona. First year 12-17. Second year 12-6. Third year 25-8. He goes to St. John's. First year 18-15. Second year 20-13. This guy's 26-4 this year. Right. They won. Like so we're talking about a guy who knows what he's doing. Facts. As far as coaching. Right. Like this guy's he's a beast.
And he knows the pieces he needs.
Yes.
Right.
This guy, St. John's was where they were in the shits. They were in the, like, they ain't won nothing since 2019. Right. They've been horrible for many years. This guy comes in and just reformats. I'm talking, he's doing this without no 5 stars. Right. He has no 5 stars on his roster. He has no 5 stars. He's not getting the best players from New York. No. He's getting a bunch of tough-nosed, hard-nosed players who just know how to play. There's no 7-footers, a bunch of guys, 6'7", 6'6", 6'3", 6'4". They press all game. They're the best conditioned team out there. So he, like you said, he knows exactly what he wants. So for him to say this, my question to you is, should he, Toronto players, how what's our mind set with this? They're not trying to recruit high school players anymore. Right. Should teams go and travel to the States as young boys?
No,
What's your thoughts on all
I
this?
think personally, our young folks coming from Canada that are not 5-star, right? That are 2 to 4 star type players. Right. You know what I mean? Develop. Stay home, develop. You know what I mean? Chances are, the D1 scholarship route is going to be longer, which will consist of, dabbling with the CCAA or U Sport for a couple years. Then find your way out there. Because now, JUCO in the States, you're eligible still. You're not losing no eligibility. Yeah. Right?
So those 2 years
so
of
now
JUCO,
you got to be super strategic. You got to be playing against men. You got to get your feet wet and produce at a high level against men before you can even get sniffed.
Right.
Across the border. You feel me? So, yeah, it's. I think AU is going to take a hit on the Canadian side. I think personally, like if it's a money grab, go right ahead. Go do that. Go bring these kids to the States at grade 8 or whatever. Do that, which is cool. Get the experience, which is dope. But is it going to make sense? Because there ain't no D1 coach looking at that shit right now. If you're not 5-star, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough route. Does it make sense to even go to a JUCO out there? Yeah, sure. Go to a JUCO in the States. Cool. But we have it right here in our backyard right now. And we got a hella talent. You know what I mean? That's equivalent to a low major, a mid major across the border. So be strategic. Save your dollars, man.
Yeah, it makes you think, right? Because I'm like, does it make sense to get a travel team together and just go as the best 8th graders, the best 7th graders? Let me get those guys, the best 9th graders. Should I build a team and go out to the States? Rick Pitino's telling us in our face, I ain't recruiting high school guys. I don't want them. I'm going in the portal.
And there's so many coaches that feel that way. You know what I mean? Because their jobs are on the line as well. They gotta win. So why? It's like, why risk off potential and me developing potential coming out of high school? And this is in the States and Canada and all over the world. Why risk that when I can just go into the portal, grab a 2nd or 3rd year type player that's already been through whatever system, who knows how to play Division I basketball? You know what I mean? Right. Why risk? Why risk that and risk my job? Because at the end of the day, these guys, this is their livelihood as well.
That is true.
Right?
It just makes me think, like, man, like you said, junior college, you don't lose any eligibility anymore. You transfer and go to a Division I, you're getting all 4 years.
All 4 years.
So guys could potentially be in college.
Right.
Post-secondary for 6 years.
6 years.
You know what I mean? Like, that's insane.
Bottom line. And then you probably won't make it to the league if you stay long, but still go pro. Still go pro. Still make a good amount of change, playing the sport you love.
You're right.
Some will still end up going to the league or getting a chance, an opportunity to sniff it. But
it's definitely a wake up call, man.
This is when I heard it right now.
Yeah, the game's definitely changing, and the portal's changing everything, man. And this is why I was like, I like the portal, and then damn, the portal. It's like an up and down thing. And I want to know from you guys. Talk to us in the comments, man. Should teams still travel? Should teams from Canada still travel to the States, especially at a younger age, knowing that guys like Rick Pitino are not going to recruit high school players? Talk to us in the comments. And I just want to know, should OCAA be another route to go? Should guys start thinking about going to play OCAA?
There's a lot of talent in the OCAA and U Sport.
Yes.
Across the country.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yep. I was watching, shout out Coach Glenn, you know what I mean? From PEI.
Yes, sir.
Coach of the Year. Down 20 to St. Effects in the AUS finals. And they end up coming back and winning. Coach Glenn is a Westview alumni.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? After Chippy left, he came in, had to fix up the system a bit, put Westview back on the map, then cut to PEI.
That's big time.
You know what I mean?
That's big time basketball.
And then David Forster came in, did his thing, and now I'm there. You know what I mean? Just trying to keep Westview alive with it. You know what I mean? Which we're doing a fabulous job, by the way. Pat on the back. You already know. But, shout out Coach Glenn. I watched
DJ
Queens.
DJ plays over there for Saint FX. They
There you
got a
go.
hell of
Yeah.
a they got a hell of a coach.
They got
a hell of a coach over there.
Yo,
Well, I
man,
forget
they're
his
up
name.
24,
Sorry.
fams. They're
Yes.
up 24.
That's a nice
You know
ass
what I
school.
mean?
Yep.
You got. I seen Ontario Tech. Shout out Ontario Tech.
Yeah,
They were
Ontario
upsetting
Tech.
the world for a quick second, and they went down to the wire with Queens.
Yeah.
No, shout out Queens. They got some dogs over there.
Oh,
but I'm
God.
just saying, in general,
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Across Canada, there's some real hoopers out here. You know, so you'll learn a lot. You know what I mean. And if you can dominate home at that level, OCAA or U Sport, yeah, send your ass to the States, man. You'll be ready. You'll definitely be ready.
But would you prefer sitting on the bench first 2-3 years of Division I or going playing OCAA?
Nah, I gotta play.
Or you know, and dominating and getting your feet wet, getting understanding the college system. I know it's a little different. Obviously, that's a higher level. Obviously, playing Division I, but like you said, it's no joke over here.
It's no joke.
It's no joke.
And I think
it's not something to sleep on.
I feel like, you know, OCAA, U Sport is equivalent to mid. If some of our programs are equivalent to mid-major. Between mid-major to low major, we're there. We're right there. We're right there. So it'll be a seamless transition, I think, personally. But yeah, just get your confidence up.
And you know what this all boils down to is that we're not developing the players good enough. At the end of the day, we're not developing these guys as good as those guys in the States. Let's just be honest.
Right.
And this is no disrespect to home. We love home. But when you see a Darren Peterson and see how polished he is, and you look at our top guy and you try to match them up.
Look at the AJ DeBenso, like, god dang.
No disrespect. So let's see what happens. I'm curious to see what happens, man. Shout out to Rick Pitino for sure, though.
Yes.
But we got to talk about OCAA, man. The Final Four just happened.
Yes.
You had Humber played St. Clair, and you had, I think it was Durham played Georgian.
Yes.
And it was a great weekend. Humber hosted it. It went down to the finals, and Durham, they played Humber Hawks. It's so the Durham Lords. the name is ill. I love that name. That name is ill. But they went down to the finals, man, and it was a great game because it was a back and forth game. It wasn't a blowout. It was like just haymakers left and right. Humber was up by 7, I believe, or 6 at half, and then Durham just came in and right in half. They scored like the first 7 or 8 points, tied the game and went up by 1.
Coaches always say, man, I remember my coach back in the day used to say that the first 5 minutes of that second half, it determines a lot, man.
It did. And honestly, man, I listen, we got a shout out to this kid here. He's a problem. Mark Stoop. Mark Stoop, he had 20 and 10.
Oh, Canada.
I love Kwabena and Sweet.
That's my guy right there, man.
That boy caught a body.
Should have been a charge, though. He was outside the restricted area. He was.
Listen, you win some, you lose some. Kwabena put a lot of guys on the posters.
He did.
So for him to catch that one, man, that boy could play.
Yo, that boy is a problem.
He could play.
Simple, man. He just fundamentally rip, go.
Yeah.
He'll face you up. He'll outwork you. He just outworks
3-level scorer, could hit the 3, could hit the mid-range, can get to the cup. He's a strong rebounder. He had 10 rebounds. He had 3 assists, like 3 steals. This guy was all over the place. He was absolutely the best player on the floor. And I love Humber. I love Humber. I love what Omar been doing, Coach Miles, with that program.
Yeah.
And I expected him to win. Honestly, I was like,
I think we all did. I think we
Humber
both
gonna
did.
come in here and turn up.
Yeah.
But I think the reason why Durham was able to stay around is like Humber wasn't making their shots, and Durham wasn't really either. But then once Durham started making shots, like the second half was crazy. If Humber was doing what they're supposed to do, they might have blew it open and they might have took off.
I think it was just
but Durham stayed around.
The haymakers, man.
They stayed around. Done those haymakers in the second half.
Damn. They couldn't recover.
Yeah. I got a shout out to my young boy, man. I met this young boy at Naki. I always knew he had talent. He was super athletic when I used to coach him in Naki in grade 9. Jay Sean Ellis.
There you go.
Jay Sean Elliott. Yeah. Jay Sean Elliott. He's been like, just to see the way his game was from when he was a young boy till now in the development, like he's gotten so much better. He was Defensive Player of the Year this year in the league.
Yeah.
And I got to give that young boy his credit, man. Jay-Sean Elliott, so proud of this kid. He's doing his thing. Keep working. And, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit for him, man.
Shout out my cousin, man. Kadeem, man.
Kadeem?
On the Durham, he's one of the assistant coaches on the Durham Lords, man. You know?
We got to give these guys the credit,
gotta
man.
give them their flowers, man. He's always on the bench, motivating. And
Desmond Riley, the head coach, got to give him his credit. I want to give Caleb Carter. He hit a massive 3 in the second half. I got to shout him out.
Yeah.
And Jeremiah Gordon. I got to shout out these boys, man.
Come on, man.
They deserve all the credit.
And good luck in nationals.
Yeah,
dude.
good luck. They're both going to nationals, though. Humber and they're both
how
going to
crazy
nationals.
would it be if they meet up in the final?
That'd be crazy.
Nationals better not put them in the same bracket, too,
I know.
bro.
Put them in separate ones.
Put them in separate ones.
Yes, they're going to be in Quebec. This was a great matchup because I was so excited to see Kwabena and Jay Sean play. Yeah. Because they were at Hodan, on the same team.
On the same team.
For them to match up and go at it, Kwabena, like we said, we've been seeing this guy put guys on the poster for the whole year.
For a minute, man.
He's on his way. He's on his way.
He's coming, man.
He's going to be a problem, man. Yeah,
that
was crazy.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. But shout out to Durham Lords for doing their thing, man. Yo, listen, I can't wait. I can't wait for the Nationals to start. Like you said, guys can't look off this kind of basketball.
You crazy,
OCAA
bro.
basketball, U Sports basketball.
Can't do it. Can't. If you look it off, you're not a hooper, bro.
Yeah, that's wonderful basketball that's being played.
Facts. And it's only
Beautiful
getting better.
coaching basketball.
Yep.
Like we've been always asking about, just coach these kids. A lot of great coaching, a lot of great teaching, a lot of great development that's happening on these. Omar, Coach Miles, he's a fantastic coach.
Yep.
Great skill development coach. I love it all. They got to just keep going.
Just keep going, man. And more talent that is states bound is staying.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's only making our OCAA and our U Sports that much more competitive.
Absolutely.
So let's keep going, man.
Yes. So we also gotta talk about Royal Crown girls, junior girls. They actually beat Crestwood. They beat Crestwood. We gotta shout out to Denaya Horsford. She had 14 points. She was hooping for Crestwood. Yes.
Allowed 14.
That's one of my favorite players in all of basketball. She's one of them. She's gonna be the real deal. But they beat Crestwood in the finals, the championship yesterday. It was 58-51. Akia Bailey, Royal Crown, she has 16. She's just the problem.
Allowed
and
16
Royal Crown,
as well.
yeah,
It's another one.
They're on it. They did a
The
three-peat.
junior boys did the same.
They did
bro.
a three-peat, and we got a shout out to the junior boys, Royal Crown boys. They won 54-53 over CTA Gold.
Yeah.
We got a shout out. This CT Gold won. Tajon O'Connor was the MVP. Mateo, we got to shout out Mateo and Nicholas.
Oh my gosh.
Those young boys are special.
If Mateo keeps this up, real talk. We were just talking about Darren Peterson. Darren Peterson there.
Yeah.
I see similarities on a very. There's a huge gap, obviously.
Yes.
But in regards to his jumper, his one dribble pull up, you know what I mean? His handle, get into the cup.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like him and Nikki, that's a pretty good backcourt right there, man.
Oh yeah,
come on.
And we got to shout out Akia Bailey because she's won 3 championships.
Yeah,
like she's the only girl who's won 3 championships. So we got to give her her credit. She's won. She was the MVP. She's gonna be special. She's gonna be one of the great ones to come out of this country. Mark my word. Just remember the name, Akia Bailey. And we got to give Coach Lee her credit.
Coach Lee's been doing this.
Coach of the year.
Hold that.
Coach of the year. And we got to give Mike.
Hip Hop Hoops alumni.
Yes, absolutely.
She is.
Yes, we got to get her back on because she's done so much since we last seen her. And Mike.
Mike's been a problem, bro. He's a
Coach
scientist.
of the year as well for the juniors.
He's a mad scientist when it comes to this game, man.
It was a crown weekend.
And then Coach X is just in the background.
Yeah, he just in the back, chilling.
He's just chilling.
Yeah.
So I still got that tight ass. Still got that tight ass sweater, man. I'm losing some weight still, but I still got that tight ass.
Maybe in the next fall it'll fit you right.
Hopefully that's the plan, man. That's the plan.
So we got to shout out to all the Canadians, man, hooping out there, man. Listen, Canada has a lot of talent, and
And we probably need more games,
Yes.
more showcase
Yep.
games to showcase
Absolutely.
more of our talents.
I agree
man.
with you on
know
that.
what I mean?
And the seniors, they're coming up. Senior boys and senior girls will come
Yeah.
up soon. So we got to go check that out. And, we'll talk about it soon on next episode. So.
Definitely.
Moving on to hip hop, man, we got to talk about Tory Lanez and the R&B singer, Party Next Door. I'm just not sure where this came from. It's just very weird.
Right.
Party, he dissed Tory, and he goes, "What?" He goes, "I'm not y'all niggas friends. Stop saying my name. F what Tory Lanez say. I'm running." That's just a bunch of I'm not gonna repeat all the stuff that he said. And then Tory Lanez said, "Why wake me up?" Question mark.
So is this like a Mississauga thing?
Well,
Are they repping
Tory's
it?
from Peel. He's from Brampton, and then
Okay.
Party's from Saga.
I know it gets crazy. I know they have their little beefs at times.
Yeah, but then
And-
after a while, not a while, but he apologized quickly after he said what he said on the snippet about Tory Lanez. Party. He then said, he put in thing, tagged Tory. He said, "I was told about what you said without hearing your video for myself. You didn't say anything that I wouldn't say myself. Now that I seen it, I was wrong. City is stronger together." What is your thoughts on
that's
all
a grown
this?
man statement.
It is a
there,
grown man
'Cause
statement,
We need
but-
more unification
Yes.
in the city of the screw face.
But Tory did say he called this apology fake. Said this was a fake ass apology. Man, Tory, it's like Tory ain't even in the bin right now. The way he talking,
No, he's in the bin, man. He's dealing with them riots too, man.
Right?
Like I hear him on calls sometimes, and then he has to stop the call.
Yeah.
So
And apparently he's dropping an album soon. He's dropping an album.
That's
like
so dope.
Tory is so underrated. He doesn't get a lot of credit for who he is.
Right.
He's a problem.
He is.
And we can't get that twisted at all. But Tory he then said, that was a fake ass apology that
Right.
he gave him. And then he stated, he asked his fans, should we run this friendly fade and then shake hands after as men? What is your thoughts on this whole thing? Misunderstanding? Should we go with the Tory route? Should we go the Party Next Door route?
I feel like there's probably some underlying beef
right
between the two, maybe in the past. And now that, Tory has a lot of time on his hands, once that hit him,
Right.
he's like, oh, you want to run a fade? You've been wanting to run a fade from like 2 years ago. Let's just do it now. Let's get it out the way.
Right,
when I get out, who knows? Like,
That makes sense.
You feel
That
me?
makes sense.
There's
That makes
something
sense.
underlying to me. But like I just seen my man Travis. What's his name? Travis, what's his name, man? He was at WWE, man.
Oh, Travis Scott?
Travis Scott.
Yeah.
I just remember what Tory did to him. You know what I mean? So even though I see Travis Scott slapping up Cody Rhodes, I see Tory Lanez deal with Travis Scott behind the scenes.
Right.
You feel me? So yeah, I don't know if Party just got the number one album. Yeah, I mean just kill.
Just chill out.
Just chill out, man. You good, man. You know what I mean? Lasers, man.
Ride that wave.
All I gotta say is lasers, bro. Like you good, man.
Yeah.
You got that side nigga album. You're good. You're good, man. Leave him alone, man. Leave Tory alone.
So go the route, the city stronger together.
Yes, it is.
I agree.
It is, man.
I
And
agree.
I think that statement should go across as a blanket statement to the entire six. Because, what we're doing at the Scotia Bank arenas with body slams to elevators and
Oh, man, that was
just
crazy.
a bunch of, whole lot of punking off going on right now when we should be unified. You know what I mean?
So much talent together.
So much. There's so much. It could work
It can
if we
definitely
really
work.
lock in. You feel me? But we'll see.
Yeah, I would definitely go the party route, like you said. I'm down for the city. I've always been representing the city. So, if we can just stick together and listen, let's pray for Tory to come home. I think there was some new evidence where he was talking on a podcast.
he let it be known. And I'm like, why wasn't this said during the
Tory made a mistake, man. Tory should have snitched.
Yeah.
Tory should have snitched. He should have said, nah, that bitch over there shot her, not me. That hoe over there shot her, not me.
But
it wasn't me.
Fact.
He was going against with rules that don't apply to him.
Right.
You're not a street guy. That's not you. It's okay to snitch.
Yeah, man.
I call the police in a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
Don't run up on me. I'm calling the cops.
I mean,
Simple.
I mean, what's his name? What's Megan's new boyfriend's name? Craig.
Craig.
And he plays for. He got traded from Chicago. Got away from Chicago.
Yeah.
I think. Now he's on.
Tory and Craig.
Now he's on Boston.
Yeah.
Shit, man. I want Boston to go back to back. Gotta get rid of that because I don't want Megan. Man, I can't see Megan at a game, baby. No, I don't want to see. No, man. No.
Tory and
Boston
Craig.
to go back to back.
Yeah.
They didn't go back to back, man.
One last thing before we go. We had the Ghostface killer herself, Serena Williams. She is now, a part owner of the Toronto Temple. What is your thoughts of that?
Man.
People?
All I can hear is Nokia right now.
And that's all I can hear. But
that's all
it's
I
so
hear right
funny
now.
though that people will say, "Well, man, right in her backyard, right in his backyard." You think he actually can nobody come here and do no business?
Come on, man. We embrace that, man. We embrace that, man. Hopefully
it's just so weird.
Hopefully that'll bridge the gap between LA and Toronto.
Listen, man, that would be great. As long as you don't bring that punk ass crip walk over here, I'm good. Don't bring that stupid ass crip. If I see you got one crip walk in you, and it's over.
That's
We're
it.
gonna send your ass back. Don't come over here doing that dumb ass crip walk.
You know what?
Please.
With all jokes aside, she's a competitor.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If she can bring that U.S. Open, Wimbledon, multiple championships mentality to our Toronto Temple off the rip, you know what I mean? Hopefully this can be like a Magic Johnson with the comrades,
Yeah.
Because I feel like they only went that far because they got Magic in their ear, like
Facts.
telling them how to be a champ.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes that's what it takes, though.
that's all
to
it
have
takes.
a winner. She's definitely a winner.
She's a winner,
Can't
man.
take that from her.
Can never take
No.
that from her,
No.
So please come with that energy, man.
Yes.
And bump Nokia.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all I got, man. You got anything else?
Oh, bad. Yo, I want
The
to shout
camp
out.
coming out.
We got a camp coming out, man.
Yes.
Our,
next week, Monday.
Next week, Monday.
Yes.
Our
sir.
hip hop hoops invitational.
Invitational.
It's on and popping at Westview Centennial Secondary School. We're going from March 10th to the 14th. Obviously, it's a whole bunch of basketball development and a whole lot of basketball being played, sprinkled in with some capacity building, study hall. Why do we have study hall? I'm going to tell you why. Because when you guys have your homework during the March break, y'all don't want to do nothing.
Nope.
So we're going to make sure we interrupt that. You feel me? And we're going to make sure your grades are on point if you're trying to get to that next level. You know what I mean? We got some free haircuts coming out on one day. We got some guest speakers talking to you guys about the trades as well. It's going to be dope, man. It's going to be a dope vibe. Shout out Neighborhoods Without Borders, the nonprofit organization that I'm a part of as well at doing big things. It's going to be dope, man. And this is going to be one of many.
Yes.
It's going to be a movie.
And guys, man, it's ages 14 to 18.
Yes.
We only have a few more slots left.
Man, we only got 6 spots, man. He's being modest. We got,
all right,
6
we got
spots
6 slots left,
B.
man.
6 spots left.
Sign up.
Hit us up. DM us for more information if you're trying to come. Control Alt Delete. But yo, it's on and popping next week. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
And hold up. I got to shout out Grand Slammers, man. Support the brand that supports your
Yes,
grind.
sir.
Got the tracksuits out right
That's
now.
just fire.
Hit up
That's
at
fire.
Grand Slammers on Instagram. Website www.grandslammers1988.com. Been doing this for 10 years, man. Hit us up. And lastly, 20 years, B. Today, the massacre. 50 Cent dropped. You feel me? You know me.
Wow.
Those that know, I'm a unofficial G Unit member. You know what I mean?
When it gets hotter, you gotta wear the brassiere top.
Man, I've been
You gotta wear that
rocking
shit.
all that. I had all that gear.
You got
feel
to.
me?
Got
Got
to.
to. And do you have a favorite track on if you can remember back then?
Piggy bank.
Piggy Bank. That
Yep.
was a
Clickety
night.
clack, clickety
The
clack.
money goes into
to
my piggy bank. Yeah, man.
Woo.
You know what I mean? This is 50 in my hood, Piggy Bank. Those are a few tracks that really stand out to me.
That was his
Guns
last good
Come Out.
album. Last good album, though. That was his last good album.
Curtis had some bangers.
After that,
You know
it
what I
just
mean?
went downhill.
Curtis had some bangers. And now we got the Power Universe. Don't forget
Yes.
Raising Canaan dropping
This Friday.
this week. Oh,
Yes,
it's
sir.
on and
That's my
popping.
favorite series right here.
Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate you. You're part
Yep.
of the Power Universe,
Yep.
man. You were punking out 50 dresses, but it's okay.
Kanan, I like Kanan. I like this one. This is
Hey, yeah, I feel
Marvin.
that.
Marvin's a real one. I rock with Marvin. Yep.
Yeah, man. And R.I.P. to Angie Stone, man. That was,
Yes.
that was crazy,
We lost the real
man.
one.
That was a real
We
one.
definitely
right
lost
there,
the real
man.
one. Yep.
Real one, you know. But continue to follow us, support. Follow us on all our social media. We got YouTube, Instagram, X, all social media platforms. Hit us up, hit subscribe, listen to the content, enjoy the content. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Title League, you know what it is, man. One of the hardest working, if not the hardest working podcast network out. 5 years in, baby. Distant
go.
cousins, baby. You know what it is. Love is love, baby.
Let's
And
get
we
it.
out.